Alright, today we're looking at Unit 1, Lesson 4 on page 12. Again, we're looking at reading and writing expanded form. Let's go ahead and look at numbers 1 through 4. The directions say read and write each number in expanded form. I'm going to underline expanded form because that tells me what I'm doing. If you need to, you can go back a couple pages. I believe on page, there we go, page 8, if you need a refresher on what expanded form looks like. Expanded form means that we're going to pull this number apart. So let's look and put our addition signs in between. First number is a 3. It's in the 10,000 spot. So I know that 3 times 10,000 would give me 30,000 plus my next number is 2 in the 1,000 spot. So I have a 2,000 plus I have a 5 in the hundreds, therefore my value is 500 plus the value of the 6 is a 10 or 60 plus, and then my ones was an 8. So I have written the number 32,568 in expanded form. 30,000 plus 2,000 plus 500 plus 60 plus 8. Look at number 3. Do the same thing again. The value of my 4 is 400,000. So that's the number I'm going to write. And I'm going to add. Remember to make sure that those zeros are circles. I'm going to add. Oh, I have nothing in my 10,000, so I leave that one blank. If I look at my third number in the row, it's in the thousands place. The value of it is 5,000. Add that together. Look at my hundreds. I have a 7. Value is 700 plus the value of my 10 spot is a 6 or 60. And the value of the 1 is a 3. So I've written the number 405,763 as 400,000 plus 5,000 plus 700 plus 60 plus 3. Make sure you pay attention to those placeholders of 0. Very important that they do not become part of my equation. Go ahead and pause the video now and complete numbers 2 and 4. Now we're going to look at numbers 5 through 8. The directions here tell me to read and write each number in standard form. I know standard form is just these basic numbers. So let's look at number 5. We have 20,000 plus 4,000 plus 800 plus 10 plus 7. So let's go ahead and start. I know that I'm going to start at 20,000. I'm in my 10,000 place value. I have a 4 in my thousands. And then I have my placeholder. Looks like I'm going to have an 800 or 8 in my hundreds. A 10 or a 1 in my tens place, and my 7. So that number becomes 24,817. Go ahead and look at number 7. I'm going to start in my 100,000 spot, so I know I'm going to have a 3 in my 100,000 spot. I notice that this moves all the way over to the thousands. And I know that between 100,000 and 1,000, I'm missing a 10,000. And if it's missing, that means that it is a 0. Then I can put my 3,000 in. Placeholder, comma. Notice how I don't have any hundreds. Again, if I don't have any hundreds, that becomes a 0. 110 and 9 ones. So my number becomes 303,019. Go ahead and pause so that you can complete number 6 and 8 on your own. Alright, let's look at numbers 9 through 12. It says read and write each number in word form. This time I'm going to be writing it in those words. However, notice how they're already in expanded form. I know that I don't do very well with expanded form to word form, so I'm going to turn around and make them into standard and then into word form. It's an extra step, but it's worth it because I'm going to get them right. So let's look at number 9. I have 90,000, so in my 10,000 I have a 9, and then a 7 for my thousands place. There's my placeholder. Looks like I have 3 in the hundred spot, a 2 in the tens, and a 4. So my number is 97,324. I'm going to write it just like I say it. So we have 97,000. So I have 90, 7, so I hyphen it, and then I write 7,000. My placeholder, that's my comma, 324. So I'm going to write it out as 300. I don't have enough room on that line, so I can come right down below it, just right under the blue line, and write 20-4. And now I have taken the number from expanded form, put it into standard form, and then written the word form. Go ahead and look at number 11. We have 200,000 plus 3,000 plus 80 plus 6. Let's see, I know that I have a 2 in the 100,000. I notice I have nothing in my 10,000. And my thousands place is a 3. Nothing in my hundreds. And then I have an 8 and a 6. This is something that you just have to get really good at, being able to convert those expanded forms to standard. Okay, and knowing your place value. You have to know millions, 100,000, 10,000, 1,000, 100, tens, and ones. Just something that you've got to say over and over again to get it in your head. So now I'm going to say the number 203,000. So I'm going to write this 203,000 first on the line. $203,000.